Yeah, good evening, everybody. This is the Mo Talk Show, talking live with you now. And today we are going to be talking about African culture. So, I just want you to join this channel, join this family, subscribe to this channel. You're going to enjoy. We're going to be talking about so many things: culture, religion, current affairs, politics, everything, fashion, sports. Yeah, we do all in this place. So, this is the Mo Talk Show. And today we are going to be talking about the African culture, the advent of the Europeans into Africa. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the Yoruba people of the sub-Saharan Africa, that is the western part of Nigeria. Before the Europeans got to Nigeria, we have this preconceived notion as if Nigerians were not properly developed and the Yoruba culture were not properly developed because the Europeans say they are actually exporting they're exporting civilization into barbaric people, into uncivilized people, into primitive people. And that was not actually the way they made us. We were completely civilized. And civilization is different from technology. So when we're talking about proper civilization, proper cultural development, the Yoruba people are completely developed, even more so than the Europeans. Now I will say this: our culture was completely formed. We have our way of worshiping God. We have our king. We have our queens. We have our prince. We have our city. We have our towns. We have our villages. We have the way we greet our elders. We have the way we worship God Almighty, which Yoruba people call Olodumare. And this is a sign and the evidence of proper, well-developed culture. Even when we talk, because so now there is a study that says when you see the way people make their sculptures, it shows how developed they are. When the Europeans get to Yoruba land, our statues and our sculptures are well formed human beings, well structured the way they are, straight to the nearest diameter, was completely perfect. We depict our people by bronze casting. We were more so developed than them to the point that when they got here, we were already using iron when they were still using bronze, because during the time of the Roman civilization, all they used was bronze. The sword, everything was made of bronze. That's why it bends quickly and it does well and it breaks quickly. But in Africa, in the Yoruba land, we are already using iron, which we call Ogun in our place. So when they got here, they were surprised that 1,000 years before, they know about iron, how to cultivate iron, how to core iron, to melt it down from stone. We teach them this method, how to produce iron. They were using bones before. They were stuck in the bronze ages. We are the one that brought them into the iron. When the Portuguese came in contact with our people, we exchanged technology. We are already making beads, and beads is a form of glass. So they are not the one that taught us how to make beads. We know how to make beads because we are making iron. Because by the process of making iron, eating up the iron core, you will get, if you are eating up sand at the same time, sand melt and turn into glass. We were already making palm oil. They don't know about palm oil. It's only their witches that use palm oil then, that uses oil and soap to take their bath. What they call their destitute then don't take their bath. It is only rich people that take their bath in the Western world then. Now, when they got to Africa, they realized that there is abundance of oil in our land. And how? Because we know how to make oil from groundnut, from palm kernel. We have two different ones. We have the red one and we have the what? And we have the what's called the yellow one. We have both of them in our land. And that is why, and even when they invaded the Benin Kingdom, it was because of oil. Because they realized it was so abundant here, they could industrialize it in England to sell it to everybody. That is how they become millionaires and billionaires, from coming down to the sub-Saharan Africa to get oil and sell it to your people. That is where the industrial revolution started from. We have the raw material. We have the cocoa that they used in making what? That they used in making chocolate. We have all these things, and we have been cultivating it. We have been making all this. When I was young, we've been making all this. They are not the one that taught us how to make palm oil. They are not the one that taught us how to make oil. They are not the one that taught us how to sew. We have our own clothes. We have Ofi. We have our own design. We have our kikembe. We have our agbada. We have everything. We have the regalia. We have the cap. We have everything. They don't teach us nothing. They taught us nothing. Now, we will have developed like any other person, and through what is called transfer of technology. The Americans did not go invading everybody now, saying that they are trying to export civilization. Apple was made in America. It did not got to Nigeria by what's it called? Coming and trying to take over the people and trying to do all those stuff that they done before. What they did is that they bring it down, they sold it to us. And that's what they call transfer of technology. We will have been developed with the transfer of different technologies coming from everywhere. Gunpowder was not created by who? By the Western world. It was created by China. It was Chinese that invented the gunpowder. And that is why they use it making firework when they are doing their New Year festival. The Dragon Festival. When it got to the Western world, they turned it into a gunpowder, what they can use in killing people. You get me? So all this stuff is Ethiopia was not colonized, but it has developed by any other African country. So why? Because of transfer of technology. So I just want us to debunk this preconceived notion that the Europeans brought civilization to us. No. No, they did not brought anything to us. What they brought was war, not civilization. So, in the other part, in the second video that we'll be doing after this, I will be talking about the level of sophistication of our government, from the king all the way down to the people, and how the people transfer and receive knowledge and receive information from the king, the way the environment is being set up, the way the community is being set